It's Thursday, February 16th, and welcome back to the CCN. On today's broadcast, we'll cover such broad topics as the post-its around the school building, the baseball team, the flu shot, and what juniors are looking forward to next year. On top of that, Belle Townsend and I will tell you everything else you need to know, including school announcements and national news. I'm MJ Mayo, and this is the CCN. Good afternoon, and welcome back to another week with the CCN. I'm MJ Mayo.
And I'm Belle Townsend, here with you to deliver your afternoon announcements.
The Host of Pet Food Drive is on, and if you want to make sure that these cute little puppies get what they need, drop off pet food, shampoos, toys, etc., etc., etc. to the donation boxes in the Blue Unit foyer or South Lobby entrances.
For seniors seeking scholarship opportunities, please see your PLT teacher or your unit desk for more information and applications.
Make sure to buy your yearbook online so you get yours the day they arrive. Don't be left out. Go to www.jostens.com and click the yearbook link at the top. Now we head to Jacob Latimer, who wanted to talk to juniors about what they're most excited about for their upcoming senior year. Jacob?
I'm Jacob Latimer with the CCN, and today I want to talk to some juniors about their plans for their senior year. What are your plans for your senior year?
I'm going to try and do more choir and art classes because I'm a big fan of the fine arts and I want to continue doing that.
Planning to graduate with my class, hopefully get the electives that I'm planning to take, PE, Marketing 3, maybe co-op, depending on how it goes and how easy it is this year to finish.
Since you only have 2 required classes next year, do you think it's going to be like a more laid-back year?
Probably, but I know that the classes I'm going to be taking aren't ones you just laze around in. The art classes, you have to actually put effort into it to get a grade.
Most likely, the only 2 required classes are English and math, so everything else is just a breeze. PE, marketing, and introduction to graphic arts, like visual comm, I guess. It wouldn't be that hard to pass that year. It would be easy, and it could be a great year though.
Thank you for everyone to talk to me. Good luck with your plans, and now back to the studio with MJ.
Thanks, Jacob. Now let's talk about what's going on in the world lately.
First up, North Korea is trying to kill us all. Okay, that might be a bit of a hyperbole, but they're not playing nice these days. Last weekend, while Japan's Prime Minister was meeting with President Trump, the East Asian dictatorship launched a missile that landed in the Sea of Japan, halfway between the 2 nations. The test is obviously meant to be a muscle-flexing exercise for Kim Jong-un, showing his nation's burgeoning power in the face of a world less and less willing to work with him. That's not all, though, because of his half-brother, Kim Jong-nam, was suddenly killed Tuesday morning in an airport in Malaysia. Kim Jong-nam was passed over for leadership of North Korea in 2011 and has spent the last few years more or less in hiding, even using a fake passport to try to go to China before his death. He was attacked by a woman Tuesday who placed a cloth over his face, burning his eyes and likely inhaling the fumes, leading to him falling ill and dying a short time later. I'll say this for North Korea. They're quickly showing the world why they're definitely not the happiest place on earth.
Well, it's been an interesting week for the Trump administration. Since we last aired, the president's foreign travel ban was judged against by an appeals court unanimously. One of his top counselors seemingly broke ethics rules by giving, in her words, a free advertisement for Ivanka Trump's clothing line on a national broadcast. His Department of Education tweeted out a message with a civil rights leader's name misspelled and then misspelled apologized in the follow-up tweet. Had a phone conversation in front of a bunch of partygoers about the national security crisis the North Koreans created by launching a nuclear-capable missile, with photos from civilians there ending up on Facebook, and has had, shall we say, an awkward handshake with the Prime Minister of Japan. But that's not even the worst part of his week. As of press time, this is. Trump's national security advisor Michael Flynn resigned in disgrace on Monday night because it was revealed he discussed easing sanctions against Russia with their ambassador before Trump was even inaugurated, creating another entanglement in his relationship with the Russian government that has plagued the president for months. It's so bad, in fact, that top Republican senators yesterday were calling for an investigation into the president and his ties to the former communist nation. So what'll be the craziest thing that happens to the Trump administration this coming week? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll talk about it next Thursday.
As we all know, Tuesday was Valentine's Day and blah, blah, blah. But as the world changes with technology, so does Valentine's Day. For instance, 10 years ago, Netflix was still only sending out DVDs. Remember those? Now it is the prime way to binge watch all of the hottest shows out there with your significant other. But Netflix cheating is now a serious problem in America, with 48% of couples having at least one cheater who watches episodes without the other in order to find out what happens next. The problem is so bad, the streaming service even pulled in overly earnest singer Michael Bolton to urge people to stop cheating on their loved ones with some side action of Orange is the New Black episodes behind their backs. So keep that in mind the next time you might want to watch a show with your bae. This might be the thing that finally causes one of you to cheat on the other, even if it's just to see what Walter White does next.
And finally, a happy note, though it doesn't sound like that at the start. This is Jeb. Jeb is a Belgian Malinois dog who's led a harsh life. When he was rescued at a little under a year old, he was found chained up inside of a shed in Detroit. Then he was taken in by Kenneth Job, a man suffering from a neurodegenerative disease requiring a service dog, and the two became the best of friends, until tragedy struck and Jeb was found standing over the lifeless body of Job's neighbor's Pomeranian, Vlad. And animal control was called in. The neighbor claimed Jeb must be the killer, and the judge ordered that Jeb be put down. But before this turns into a sad story, science came to the rescue, as it always does. Job and his wife swabbed Jeb's mouth and sent the sample off to be DNA tested against the samples taken from Vlad's wounds. And the results came back negative, showing that Jeb is just the big sweetie that he seems to be. While it's terrible what happened to Vlad, luckily Jeb gets to live on with his owners and not be another victim of a wrongful use of the death penalty.
Moving now to entertainment news, we've got Dorothy Jordan with the latest news for you.
This previous Sunday, the Grammys aired live, and today on the CCN, we have the results. Album of the Year and Pop Vocal Album and Song of the Year and Solo Performance go to the famous Adele, the song being Hello. Best Rap Album and Best New Artist goes to The Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper. Best Urban Contemporary Album is awarded to Beyoncé for Lemonade. The Best Country Solo Performance is My Church, Marvin Morris. Best Rock Song, Engineered Album, Non-Classical is Black Star by the All Great and Holy David Bowie. Best Pop Duo Group Performance is awarded to 21 Pilots' Stressed Out. As they received the Grammy, they renewed a childhood bet of accepting it pantless. This is Dorothy Jordan.
Thanks, Dorothy. Next up, Matthew Market now joins us to talk about the sports world.
Hey there, County. This is Matthew Market bringing you sports. Nothing to do on a Saturday? Kick back and watch some college hoops. Between the third-ranked team in college, Kansas, faces off against the fourth-ranked team in college, Baylor, at noon. And for all the UK fans, they will be playing against Georgia at 5 o'clock p.m. Saturday as well. Also, don't miss the NBA Taco Bell Skills Challenge, the three-point contest, and the Verizon Slam Dunk contest. This Sunday is the 66th annual NBA All-Star Game, which happens to be at 8 o'clock. Some of the players from the East are LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Paul George. Some of the players on the West side are Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and James Harden. That's all the market has in store. Hopefully it'll be like a pop fly, and I'll catch you later.
Thanks, Matthew. Now we hand things back to Dorothy, who found out some pretty interesting information on the baseball team.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Jordan, and this week on the CCN, we're interviewing the baseball team. Why did you join the baseball team?
Because I've been playing it my whole life and I enjoy playing it.
Why should other people join the baseball team?
Because it's fun and you can make new friends.
Cool. What's your favorite thing about the season?
Being able to play and be out with my friends in the warm weather.
So, what's your favorite thing about the baseball team?
Well, I've played baseball my whole life. It's just really fun to play. I just like playing it.
What's your favorite thing about this season?
It's being out there with my friends and winning games and try to make it to the state championship.
What made you want to join the baseball team?
Just because I played it my whole life and I just stuck with it and got better.
Why should other people join the baseball team?
I mean, it's a fun game to play and you can make new friends and it's really fun to play.
Why did you join the baseball team?
To me, baseball's always been a game that I've loved. I've played it since I was about 4 or 5 years old. So it's kind of always been a part of me, and it's just really fun to be a part of a team and have something that you can connect with and be a part of.
Well, why should others join the baseball team?
Yeah, it's really fun to be a part of a team. I feel like we're a pretty tight-knit group of guys. We've built a pretty strong foundation. We've got pretty good team chemistry. It's just a fun game, and when you can do it with people that have a positive attitude about it and stuff like that, then it's really fun.
And what was your favorite part about this previous season?
I would say probably the road trips, going out on the road, having bus rides and stuff, bonding with the guys on the bus and everything, and especially a trip to Alabama. It was fun, you know, staying in a hotel, having the bonding time and the extra downtime that we got on the trip. It was all pretty fun, and just being a part of a team, having the guys around me.
Thanks for tuning in this week on the CCN. Just remember, baseball tryouts are the 15th through the 17th this week.
Thank you, Dorothy. And finally, Cheyenne Morton has a nice segment about the uplifting Post-it notes that were left around the building this past week.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne with the CCN, and we're going to go find out what people think about the Post-it notes on the lockers.
I think they made me feel very inspired because rating and compliments, I think, are the ones that make the most difference, because it's not like you're not expecting, you're like, oh, thanks. Like, you just feel good for the rest of the day.
Yeah. What do you feel about the Post-it notes on the lockers?
They're okay. I mean, I feel like they're making people more happier and respectful.
How do the Post-it notes make you feel?
Actually, they kind of make me happy and excited, like someone actually cares so much about us. And the more Post-it notes, the more happiness the school gets, the more excitingness. So I hope Post-it notes keep on coming, and I hope everyone has a good day.
Thank you. Back to the studio with MJ.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Stay tuned now for final thoughts.
I hate to see inequality in Henderson County High School. In the hallways, in the cafeteria, even some in classrooms. Faculty and staff, I would like to speak directly to you. We find it immensely disrespectful when people are put in positions of authority and they abuse this power and wield it to sometimes bully students. There's a reason students find it difficult to communicate with some teachers or administrators when we may send an email but get no response in return. Sometimes it's easy to see double standards in how some students are reprimanded or disciplined for the same thing others walk free for. I believe that this respect to authority figures should be mutual, and that we have trusted you to do your job with a sense of goodwill. I believe that SGtESGtJ needs to work on teachers maintaining professionalism with their students as well, and that they should consider what is appropriate and what is not in the classroom. So teachers, administrators, faculty, please, please, please understand the important role you play in shaping us as we enter the grown-up world. The world can't complain about my generation without pointing fingers at who's helped us get here. Thanks for tuning in to the CCN this week. We'll see you same time, same place next week. I'm MJ Mayo.
And I'm Belle Townsend.
Signing off for the CCN.